talk? Can we? Hey, I gotta find me some of the dancing people to dance to Can We Talk? Hello, 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 Annette. How are you?
Girl, hey, how you doing?
Girl, hey, how you doing? I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored. And hello, 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 movers and shakers. How are you all tonight? Thank you so much for joining us. You have tuned in to Can We Talk, brought to you by your faithful co-hosts, Anita Faye Wilson and Annette L. Anderson of Movement Worldwide. We are the movement. We are a motivational organization there to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform. We are a movement to move. Yes, we are a movement to move. We want to help you thrust into your purpose so that you can start living the best version of yourself and win. We tapped into some winning information. We have some winners resources. We're seated at the winners table. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. And we have a seat right here for you. Am I right about it?
Girl, you are so, listen, you are so right. I am excited about what's going to happen tonight. It's just a phenomenal move that we've been having every week. And so we're so glad that you guys are here to come and sit at the table with us. We appreciate it.
Hey, come sit at the table with us. Listen, as we say so often, we are not psychologists. We are lifeologists, right, Annette?
That is so
Our
true. We
lifeologists.
are
We've lived.
lifeologists.
Listen, we've lived. We've experienced some things. We've been through some stuff. We still going through some stuff. We're surviving some stuff. That's the name of the game. That's what it's all about. And I'm here to tell you today that we have some great information that's going to help you live. It's going to help you survive. Going to help you get through yet another day, another week, another minute, another moment, another event. That's what we're here for. So we just like to let our hair down on Wednesday nights, have a little fun. We go through our little moments. But before we do, I want you to do me a favor. If you're watching from Facebook, you're watching from YouTube, you're watching from wherever, I want you to do me a favor. And first of all, give us a little shout out like they just did right here. Hello, Grace Union Completion. Hello, 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 hello. That must be Linda coming from Facebook because we can't see y'all. When you come to us from Facebook group, we can't see your name. So you have to let us know who you are. I'm in listen mode, cooking shrimp tacos for my daughter and my mom. All right, now you better cook those shrimp tacos. Grace Union Completion. That's what I'm saying. Hi, Ebony. Look who's back with us again.
Hey, Ebony.
Ebony. You know, Ebony is our honorary. Ebony is our honorary mover. She's like that number one mover, that number one shaker, that one that everybody, hey, listen, we love ourselves from Ebony. You know that? You know what? That's what I got to say about that. We love ourselves some Ebony. So listen, before we go any further, do us a favor. That video that you're watching from, please, ma'am, please, sir, hit that like button. We want you to hit the thumbs up, hit the heart button, hit the like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let us know. Listen, I love y'all. We just love what y'all doing. We here for you. We're supportive. That's what that like button says. Hit the like button. The other thing we want you to do is to click that arrow that does like this. Click the arrow and share it. Share this broadcast with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your coworkers. Share it with your church members. Share it with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Lottie, Dottie, and who, Annette?
Everybody.
Lottie Dottie and everybody. Let them know Anita and Annette are on. They got a conversation going on and you need to be there. So not only do we want you to hit the like button and share button, we also want to make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you have joined our Facebook group. Make sure you subscribe to our Facebook page, that you like our page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and so like, subscribe, and share. The other thing that we want to ask you all to do too is to sow a seed. We are a nonprofit organization, and it's good seed into good soil. Somebody say good seed into good soil.
Good
seed.
seed.
Good seed into good soil.
Seed into good soil. Good seed. I'm sharing it, so that's why I'm doing it. Sharing it.
I'm sharing and typing and texting and all this other stuff that people asking me to do. So good seed into good soil. And we ask that you please, ma'am, please, sir, that you would sow a seed. You can sow a seed via our Cash App. Our Cash App is $Movement Worldwide. Again, that's $Movement Worldwide. And our somebody said he can't watch from YouTube. We're on YouTube. I'm gonna have to send it to him. Okay. Anyway, so we're if you would subscribe, like, and share, and if you would sow a seed via Cash App. Sorry, I got distracted because people keep, hey, we got to get the people on. Our Cash App is $Movement Worldwide. You can also join us through sow a seed into us through by becoming a covenant partner. And the way you become a covenant partner is that you become a patron. How do I become a patron? How do I become a patron? How do I become a patron? I'm glad you asked. You become a patron by going to patreon.com and /Movement Worldwide, or you could just go to our website. Go visit our website, movementworldwide.org. And there's a red button at the top that says become a patron. It'll take you to patreon.com. It's Patreon. And what you're becoming is a patron. So you go to patreon.com, set up your patron account, and you can set your amount. Our set amount that we ask for is at least $12 a month. That's a covenant partner amount that we came up with. But most of our patrons have given us more than we asked for, because you can set your own amount. So you can either pay, do the $12, or you can set your own amount. But guess what? No matter what amount you send, no matter if you're a patron or if you send $5 in Cash App, guess what? It's all greatly appreciated. Why? Because it's good seed into good soil. And we always pray when you sow into this ministry that it returns to you 100-fold. But guess what's most important? That I can come on here and I can say, "What's up, Anita?" And I can say, "What's up, Sharon?" And Grace Union Completion, and Ebony, and all the other folk who are on here who ain't saying nothing, because I know it's a whole lot more than that. However, I like this more so than anything. This is what's so precious about what we do, is that we can share it. It becomes help and nurturing and hope for other people. So we just ask that you please, ma'am, please, sir, just sow a seed either by patron or by yes. Somebody else said hello, ladies, or by becoming a patron. So all of that good stuff. You can also make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. We are everywhere at Movement Worldwide. When you look for us, look for that little round thing, that our crest, our seal. You look for that. That's us. Everywhere you see that, it ain't nobody but us. Because guess what? That's our logo. How do you know that's your logo, Anita? You know how I know that's our logo? Because it was made by our very own Annette L. Anderson. Right. Yes. So that's how I know that's our. Can you say our, Annette?
Our.
That's our logo. That's our logo and nobody else's. So for everyone who does listen, let me tell you something. We're grateful for every person that follows us, every person that gives us a like, every person that comments, every person that sends us an email. We're grateful for all of it, because it shows us that we are doing what we are supposed to do. Now, without further ado, we're going to go into our conversation tonight. We have our transformational topic. That's the first thing we do, and it's where we take idioms and phrases, and we deal with them from a practical standpoint. We go from scripture and some other things that make you go, So that's what we do with our transformational topic. Our topic tonight is get your act together.
Okay.
Get your act together. Ooh, how many times have you heard that statement? Get your act together. Get it together. Get it together, girl. Get it together. I heard that statement so many times. Get your act together. And what it is, it's an idiom. It's a phrase that means to organize your life or your affairs so that you're able to achieve what you want or deal with something effectively. Because you can't effectively achieve what you want, and you can't effectively deal with your situations if you don't get it together. So sometimes, and see, this is how we are. Sometimes we want what we want, when and where we want it.
That's right.
And how we want it, and who we want it from. All that good stuff. And in most cases, without even assessing whether or not we're able to carry it or consume it or receive it, We don't even think about that part.
No, we don't.
Sometimes we're
You're right.
so all over the place that not even knowing which way is up, and we're seriously, and at that point in that we're in no position to receive all that God has for us, let alone all the foolishness that we asking for that we say we want. We're not in position to receive it.
You're right, Anita. So right.
It's a tough position to be in because I get it. We all have visited there many times. I know I have. Me and Annette jumped out one time. Ooh, we gonna do this. Ooh, yeah, we gonna do this, and we got bipped. We got bipped right back into reality. And then it felt like somebody went right outside our head, like behind back there and go do what I
You're
told
so right
you.
about it. You're right.
We got bipped back that we had to slow the process, slow our roll because we were not there yet. And, so we've been there. It's a tough position to be in. And I have one who have been very guilty of trying to do it all. And that's sometimes we find ourselves there where we're trying to do everything and not have any help and trying to micromanage. And I know that it's your thing and you know how to do it, but we have to learn that we need people. And I want to challenge you with something. If you haven't already, now is a good time to take inventory of your home, of your life.
Come on, Nita.
Of the people around you. Now is a good time to do all of that. Because I guarantee you, there's a whole lot of foolishness and situations and things that won't let you do what you need to do. And everybody, I want to type in, get your act together. And this, you're typing this to yourself. This ain't to everybody else. This is you typing this in to you. Get your act together, Anita. That's because I know I have to get my act together daily. I have to remind myself to get my act together. So type that in, get your act together, because in a lot of cases, we are just not where we need to be or not, in the position to even receive. We say we want God to send the latter rain. We say we want God to bless us. Oh, I want me a husband so bad, but you ain't even positioned. Can you? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it. I want to keep it holy. But you say you want a husband so bad, and your hips bad, you aching, and you can't. You can't hardly move around. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I would recommend you get in the gym, take some yoga classes, or do something.
Girl.
Let me tell you something. You don't want to be right in getting a sprained hip and ankle. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't have to go any further. Y'all hear me. Y'all hear me now. Get your act together. You right into my, I want a husband so bad. Child, you ain't ready. You better get it together. Oh, Lord, I sure want you to bless me with a house. You can't keep the little raggedy apartment you got clean. Get it together. Get your act together. And when we get our act together, things start happening. I'm going to shut up because I got to get off of this. And we don't have that many tea time topics tonight, so I can take a little bit of time.
Okay, go on, girl. Go on with it.
This is the thing. Because we have to do inventory, because some of the junk that's around us, it's just got to go. So what we have to do, number one, is we have to prioritize. Arnita, you feel me? I know you feel me, my sister. We have to prioritize, because you can't keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
So you better decide who comes at the head of the line. Come on. This is the truth. Truth. Try this. Ask your kids what they think is the most important in your life. Ask your kids, what do you think is the most important thing in my life? And you might be surprised. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing in my life? And then look around at all the junk you holding on to and the people and the things like, oh yeah, her, oh yeah, him. That ain't the most important. So why do you allow that to be at the front of the line? You might surprise yourself.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We have to start our day with God and be in the Word, get a notebook and record what we pray about. I write down stuff. I write down prophecies. Write it down. When God give me something, I write that stuff down. Because the thing is, you have to remember that, when we pray and we hear things in our spirit, or when we have a dream, we might wake up and we'll forget everything that we saw. You better write that thing down. When you get older, you get over 45, boy, things start leading you. The next thing you need to do is get rid of the clutter. That includes your schedule, your garage, your storage unit, your thinking, your closet. God knows I got to clean my closet out. And when in doubt, throw it out. That's the rule of thumb. If you haven't used it in a year, 2 years, 3 years, give it to Goodwill, to a local shelter. Sometimes you have to clean house mentally as well. If it doesn't serve you no purpose, boom, get it out. Stop thinking about it, worrying about that situation. It's not doing you any better to worry about it. Take a long walk. Listen, let me tell you something. When you take a long walk out the door of helps, like always helping people, you start seeing stuff. You're like, oh my God. Because everybody else takes up your time. Turn off the phone. Listen to your feelings. Here's the thing. Don't bother to meditate and learn to pray and ask God to help you decide if you're not going to take the time to do what he says. If you're not going to take the time. You have to scrap what's not important. I have something to read into your hearing from 1 Peter 13, chapter 1, verses 13 through 19, and it says, therefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and rest your hope fully upon the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Come on now.
As obedient children, not conforming yourselves to the former lusts as in your ignorance, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, because it is written, be holy, for I am holy. And it goes on in verse 17, says, and if you call the Father, who without partiality judges according to each one's work, conduct yourselves throughout the time of your stay here in fear, knowing that you were not redeemed with corruptible things like silver or gold from your aimless conduct received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Jesus Christ, as of a lamb without blemish and spot. And here's the thing. We don't think about ourselves along these prerequisites. We have to get our minds together. We have to rest our hopes fully on the grace that is to be brought to you by the revelation of Jesus Christ. We have to rest in that. We have to be obedient. We have to not conform ourselves to the foolishness. God has called us to be holy. And the thing is, when we put ourselves in order like that, when you start putting things in order, when you look at what it says to do in that scripture, it says, knowing that you are not redeemed with the corruptible things like silver and gold, you can't take none of that with you. But you are redeemed with the precious blood of Jesus, as of a lamb without blemish or spot. So we have to look at ourselves through God's eyes, because when we look at ourselves the way God sees us and through his intentions of how we are supposed to conduct ourselves and who we are, then we see something different. At that point, we can function. Because guess what? We are linked properly. Conjunction function. What's your function? We don't have the right conjunction, Annette. We're not functioning. Get your act together. And I took the word function to use as my word. Those of you who know me, y'all know me by now. I know you feel me. Y'all know me by now. Y'all know that when I like to take a verb that pertains to our topic, and I like to, kind of deal with it from a practical standpoint. And, I like to take the transitive and intransitive tense. So I deal with it from a practical standpoint of definitions. So I like to take that and I deal with it intransitive and intransitively. Transitive verbs need an object to make sense. Intransitive verbs make sense without an object. It doesn't need an object. And guess what? When I looked at the word function is intransitive, which means it doesn't need an object to make sense. Because the word function means to serve. To carry on a function or be in action, it means to operate. If I'm going to function, if I'm going to serve, if I'm going to carry on a function, if I'm going to be in action, if I'm going to operate in all of the greatness that I claim that I want, God bless me. He said he going to bless me in the field. He going to bless me in the city. He going to bless me coming in and going out. Hallelujah. We get real deep in that. But we can't function.
Come on.
Because we're so crowded and cluttered and we have no priority and we cannot function. We can't serve. We can't operate. We can't be in action. So I am here to tell you today, if you don't do nothing else in 2022, because I believe that the rain is coming. Y'all been hearing us say this. It's been preached. It's been taught. It's been prophesied. This is a year of release. I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss. I am not going to miss my release. So I urge you strongly, every mover and shaker that is listening to me, if you are listening to the sound of my voice, you need to get your act together. Get it together. Prioritize. Declutter. Take inventory. Do whatever you got to do, but get your act together, because the rain is coming. And what you don't want to do is be fooling around in all your clutter and mess and miss the rain over your life. And
Come on now.
What's your thoughts on that?
Girl, listen. You broke it all the way down to the white meat, to the hair of the bone. And we have to get it together. You got to, because if you don't, your day will come and go, and you haven't gotten anything done. And at the end of the week, you would say, I said I was gonna do this and I was gonna do that. So yeah, we need to get our act together, because we saying we're going into 2022. Oh, I'm gonna do it. And here it is, the 5th. What have we really done? Well, we say we're gonna hit the ground running. Let's hit it running. That's my saying. And so yeah, you broke it down. We got to.
We have to. It's a must.
It's a must, because if you're gonna accomplish anything, that you got to build. With a house, and you don't just go get a house. Oh, I'm gonna build my house. Well, but there's a process.
It's a process.
And they've been building this house next door to me forever. But eventually, it's gonna get done. It's not an overnight thing, but you have to put in the time and the work.
Eventually it'll get done, but you have got to do your part. You can't expect for it to just happen because you want it to happen, because a lot of times we'll ask God for something, but like I said, we're not ready. So you just got to get it together, because it is a process, and it's a process to everything that we do. That's right. No more excuses. Just get it together. Got to get yourself together, because you got some place to go. Got to get yourself together, because I got somewhere to go. And I don't know the words. I want to go heaven. That Mary, yeah. See, Anita, you get me all off in songs. Yes. All right, good people. Hi, whoa, 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 whoa. Woo, woo, woo. Yes. All right, good people. Well, with all that being said, we have had our transformational topic on.
Yes, very good.
And it is time for us to do our toast. For those of you who have your mug, you can lift up your Can We Talk mug. You see, we got our little logo on it. That's me. Yes. That's my skinny version. That's me and Annette. And then on the other side,
that's my skinny version too.
Sorry about lipstick all on it. Girl. But can we talk, y'all? Can we talk? It's time. Can we talk? Can we talk? Yes. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause for just a second, y'all. Yeah, we get a little crazy on Wednesday nights, Ebony. But we have some good conversations, and then we go to Tea Time Topics. So we're getting ready to take a little twist and turn right now. We're gonna take just a second. Don't go anywhere. You got time to share this with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. We're gonna pause for just a second for our quote from the quoteologist herself. Hello, Francesca. Oh, hey, Francesca. We just did our little toast. Can we talk? I know you got your mug out. Yes. I see you can woo. Yes, I can woo, woo, woo. I can woo, 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 woo. Let me stop. I'm going to pause right now. We're going to pause for a quick break. We're going to have a quote from the quoteologist herself, Annette L. Anderson. We're going to pause for our Annettism, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
The emerging of 2022 brings with it the potential of greatness. We must leave behind what was of yesterday and approach the can be in the days to come. Let us not peruse the tarnished pages of our past, but begin to write new chapters of our future. In the days of can be's and shall be's, there will be new ideas, endless possibilities, unlimited opportunities, and unrelenting challenges. You have what it takes. So take what you have and begin to walk into your God-given destiny. This is Annetteism's Expressions. All right, and Happy New Year to everybody. It's time to hit the ground running. All righty. The power tool. The power tool is that hard to have conversation. Man, there are some matters and experiences that causes people to become hurt, fractured, or broken spiritually and emotionally. We all been there. Sometimes it takes a conversation to mend a broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a band-aid won't do neither. I don't understand why we try to cover it up.
We don't.
But listen, you need a power tool.
Power tool.
Okay, our power tool tonight is simply this. Shh, be quiet. Shh, be quiet. Keep certain aspects of your life a mystery and don't share with others every detail of your relationship and personal life. Mm-hmm. It will make you come across as much classier and worthy of a lot more respect that if those people don't know certain things about you. There are certain times you will say stuff to people and they'll never forget it. And they'll always have in their mind, and she's supposed to be this and she's supposed to be that. So we talk too much, perhaps not in volume, but at least in a quiet volume. We don't always tell everybody everything, but we talk too much. And I'm just here tonight to tell you, shh, be quiet. That is, we might not be yelling all the time, but most of us are broadcasting almost all the time, broadcasting statements, pictures, videos to any and all who darken the doorway of our social media. How many times have your mouth got you in trouble? Well, my mouth has got me in trouble countless times. Whether with my co-workers from work, my friends, family, or with my husband, nothing good comes out of talking too much. Listen, but if you're a female, let alone female, like who we like to, some of us like to crave connections, and some of us crave attention, and we're always talking. But the problem is this: I'm not saying you shouldn't talk, but you have to be selective in what you say. Because there have been times people have told me something, and I've been like, wow, I never knew that about her. So even when the thought of reframing my lips seems like an impossible task, there's some things that I just got to do. Take then what we find in Proverbs 21 and 23. The one who guards his mouth and tongue keeps himself out of trouble. How many times we've said things and you can't take it back? How many times? That's even when I'm arguing sometimes, see, because I have a tendency to say whatever's in me comes up. So I have to consciously, when I'm talking, even when I'm disagreeing with my husband about stuff, I have to consciously be careful what I say, because he can't out-talk me. He's not as swift as me. I'm very cunning when it comes to words. I can pull up words I even know I knew. And so I have to make sure and watch my mouth, because the frustration comes a lot of times, even with my husband, because the fact that he can't get a word in at all. And I'm just ratting, and just like a machine gun. And so we have to watch your mouth, because your mouth will get you in trouble. Your mouth will talk you out of your destiny. Sometimes you just have to learn how to be quiet. Proverbs 13 and 3 says, the one who guards his mouth protects his life. The one who opens his lips invite his own ruin. And so sometimes we are the reason why we're where we are. We don't understand, why can't I just get to the next level? Maybe, like Anita was talking about that inventory, maybe you should inventory your tongue. Tell that tongue to stop wagging sometime. And I'm not even trying to go off on anybody, baby. I'm talking to myself, because I got the fastest tongue in the East. Proverbs 13 and 3 said, the one who guards his mouth protects his life. I want to read it again. The one who opens his lip invites his own ruin. So we're talking, somebody getting ready to bless you, and you don't even know when to hush. Somebody
Mm.
been praying for you, and you just won't stop talking. You have to be careful. Your family drama, all families have drama. Listen, all families have drama. It's just the way it is. It's a cross that every family has to bear. Yet, it is not something that you should be telling the world about. Obviously, if there's something going wrong in your life, it's okay to tell a close friend and partners, but you have to be careful how you speak. And because what happens is when you begin to say too much, people begin to look at you, give you the side eye. Prime example, we were all together and my daughter on Saturday, and we were all having crabs, and they were talking about something about one of my brothers. And I kept saying, now what you said? And I went back several times, and my daughter said this. She said, I really don't want y'all to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that no more. I wish y'all wouldn't talk about that situation. And so me and her talked about it. She said, because the reason I said it, because we had mixed company there. We had some people there we didn't even know. And so I'm sure they're looking at us saying, if they talk about their own brother like that, what would they say about me?
Come on.
So you got to be careful what you say, even though we're frustrated with our family, and family is not always bloodline. You can have, I have friends that's closer than some of my family. So be careful what you say about people. Courageous and good deeds, deliberately sharing your charitable deed, how you help out somebody, how you bless somebody. It comes across sometimes as arrogant and self-serving. Sometimes if you give somebody something, it's not always to be broadcast. It's not always time for you to pull out your phone and video how you bless that person. What you do in secret, God will reward you openly. So you have to be careful what you say. It shouldn't be a secret that you help those who are less fortunate. That's not a secret, but it also shouldn't be a global news either. The same goes for fact of bravery. So just because you gave somebody $10 or $20, I've helped people. Heck, the problem with me, the reason probably why I don't tell a lot, I have time I've been and forgot. And people come to me later on and say, you remember that? Chad, I don't remember that, and maybe that's good for me because, I'm quick at my mouth. And you have to choose to keep your mouth shut. Listen, I'm going to go down a few things when you should keep your mouth shut. In the heat of anger. And Proverbs 14 and 17 said, people with a hot temper do foolish things. Wiser people remain calm. This is why you need to keep your mouth shut. If the issue is none of your business, according to Proverbs 14 and 10, it says the faithless will be fully repaid for their ways and the good rewarded for theirs. So listen, when you do something, keep it, and you bless somebody, keep your mouth shut. And even when it ain't your business, I'm saying ain't, yeah, AIN, yeah, I'm saying it. When it ain't your business, sometimes it's good to keep your mouth shut. If you can't say it without screaming it, if you cannot control your anger, you are helpless as a city without walls, and you're open to attack. That's Proverbs 25 and 28. So when you cannot keep and control your anger, you open yourself up for attack. So that's why I have to really focus when I'm disagreeing, because if you ever get in an argument with me, you're in trouble, because even if I don't know something, I'm gonna make up something because I'm just quick like that. And when you don't know all the facts, according to Proverbs 18 and 13 said, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. So we're so busy answering, we're not even listening. So we just got to learn how to keep our mouth shut. Shh. I want to tell somebody, shh, watch your mouth.
Come on.
If your words will cause damage to a friendship, according to Proverbs 16 and 28, a perverse person stirs up conflict, and gossip separates close friends. So you have to be careful, because so many friendships have been destroyed. So many lives have been destroyed. And there are times when people open their mouth and it's a lie and it destroys people. But then there's other times people open their mouth and it's the truth. Just because it's the truth don't mean you need to tell it. I want to tell you again, shh, watch your mouth. If be careful what you say. If you will be ashamed of your words later, according to Proverbs 8 and 8, it says, all the words of my mouth are just. None of them are crooked or perverse. So just be careful of the words you say. we allow people, perhaps not in volume. We like to talk, we like to keep it going. But there will be times when you need to shut your mouth. There is wisdom in keeping your mouth shut. There's times that you just got to be quiet. There's times that you got to understand wisdom and know that just because you want to talk about it, don't mean you need to open your mouth. And when I studied this, listen, this was for me. I can't say nothing about nobody else. But when I say, shh, be quiet, I have to really focus. So many things I know, so many things I want to say. So even when you're dealing with your loved ones and you're dealing with your friends, be careful with words, because my daughter was sharing something with me. I'm getting ready to close. My daughter was sharing something with me that she saw on Wendy Williams. It was a rapper. And she said, I mean, very well known, wealthy man. And he was talking about growing up. I'm hoping I'm telling right. He was talking about growing up, and he had a different father from his sibling. And he said one day somebody came there and was saying something about him, and his sibling said, "Oh, that's just my step brother, my hair brother." And he was talking about how even years later that stuck with them. They didn't mean no harm, I'm sure. So that's why we have to be careful with words. There are people who are carrying words that you may have said or I may have said in their hearts. So you have to taste your words before you spew them out. You have to say, do this taste bitter or is this word sweet? So you have to make sure that what you say, that it does not destroy people. And there are those who will say words to be destructive. And that means that you got to go back and evaluate who you are and ask God to tame your mouth. And I had to ask, because I'm telling you, I have chopped many people to their knees. And I repented about it. But see, I'm not going to come for you. But if you ever come for me, then you're in trouble. And I told God, I said, I cannot live like that. Shh, be quiet. Even sometimes, be quiet, even when you're right. Even when you're right. Sometimes you just have to be quiet and just know, make sure you have certain things in your life that remains a mystery. People don't need to know everything about you, because a lot of times, if they do, they will look at you a certain way, even though they tore up from the floor, but they jacked up selves, but they're still looking at you. Oh, and she's supposed to be a preacher. Child, girl, child. No, shh, be quiet. And that's something we do not deal with. We got to deal with it on a one-on-one basis. We got a one-on-one in ourselves, that God will cause us to learn how to taste this word, and before we spew them out. Once they're in the atmosphere, once you say it, you can say you're sorry all you want to. But there are some words I've carried words with me for a lot of my life. Of course, I was able to work through it, but I carried them. And work. And sometimes people say something, it's a lie. It may not be true about you, but it still make you question about who you are. So that's what I wanted to share tonight. Be quiet, taste, then let go. Only if they're sweet. If they're bitter, you may want to hold on to them. It may hurt you not to say it. Because I'm gonna say this: when I was a little girl, I always spoke my mind, and then I got all. Listen, it was 8 of us. I probably got 95% of the whippings because I always said it. But you know what? I learned something. Even when I was frustrated and wanted to say it, I would go write it down, and I still got the same release. Only difference is I didn't hurt that person, and growing up, I didn't get a whooping. So just be careful what you say. All right, that's it for me tonight, Anita.
Oh my God, child! I think the power tool tonight has stepped on about every toe on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Because you know what? I had a situation years ago. I was very young, and I was being tormented by horrible public scrutiny. And it was a huge lie that was being spread about me. And everywhere I went, every job I wanted, every time I went to the grocery store, people would pull me over on the side of the road and ask me about this same rumor. And it would bring me to tears. I was just aggravated beyond measure. And I remember saying to I was running around trying to tell my side and trying to defend. No, but that was, see, what had happened was, and I learned later that the more I did that, the worse I made the situation.
Yeah.
And when you say, even when you're right, sometimes you just have to and you just be quiet, because you know what? The Bible says to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. And the thing is, we don't want to do that because we always want to see somebody get got right then.
Yeah.
But when we learn to be quiet and hold our peace and let the Lord fight our battles, He will give you what to do, what to say, and when to do it. And the thing is, we're thinking that means to just stand there and get beat up on. You think that God gonna let that happen? No.
No.
But when you put stuff in the right perspective and you're quiet, and before you just say something, because then too is sometimes, when you're being mistreated and lied on, you want to spit out some seriously bitter words. I mean, I got some words that they'll make some lemons seem sweet. So like you say, taste the word first. Be like, no, that don't taste good. I better not spew that one out. So hey, learn to taste those words. That was really good. That is one of the best analogies I've heard in that, because once you release it from your mouth, you can't take it back. You'll say some stuff that'll crush somebody, that could probably bring somebody want to end their life. You never know. Sometimes your words, they can seem very simple and harmless to you, but they can crush and crucify somebody else, just like words have done to you. So taste that word. No, I better not do that. I'm telling you, sometimes those, boy, let me tell you, I know I got some words that'll put some lemons to shame.
Yeah.
So I'm here to tell you, this was good, and I know that everybody can attest to that tonight. Oh man, whoo, that's some good stuff. Yes, please forgive us, Abba. Amen. Thank you so much for that, Portia. Portia gonna get the first bell tonight. Forgive us. We got to ask for forgiveness, Lord Jesus. Yes. All right, good people. So we're going to pause for just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We got the rest of our stuff to get going. We're going to pause right quick for a quick. When I say quick, I mean quick. Somebody say quick. For a quick commercial break. You have time to share this broadcast because we get ready to do our Tea Time Topics, and you don't want to miss those. You can't miss the Tea Time Topics. You can't come all the way through Transformational Topic, Power Tool, and this Tea Time. Tea Time is the bomb. So we'll be right back. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our Tea Time Topics right after our commercial break. Yeah.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday, starting March 7th, each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's Speak It, Orated, Articulated, and Reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
It's time for tea time topics. Tea time topics. It's time for tea. I love tea topics. And I know I say that every week. It's time for tea time topics. Oh, see you later, Ebony. We're glad to have you with us, baby. Hello,
Hey,
Barbara.
Barbara.
How you doing, Barbara? It's good to see you. Up on Can We Talk in time for tea time topics. Where we're getting ready for those topics, y'all. With the news, we keep it light but keep it real. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our first one. Oh, we're starting off on this is a sad note, but hey, when you live a great life, another giant gone. Bishop Ernestine Cleveland Reams, greetings. It is with a heavy heart and great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved bishop, a great woman of God, Bishop Ernestine C. Reams. Bishop Reams is the founder and pastor of Emeritus of Center of Hope Community Church and E.C. Reams International Women's Ministries. God called her home from labor to reward on December 29, 2021. We rejoice in confidence and knowledge that she is at peace with her God. Arrangements are incomplete at this time. We will send them out as they are finalized. Man, let me tell you, this is it's always sad when we lose a pioneer. Like I'm telling you, the leaders, the elders, the bishops, the pastors, when God calls them home. So we're always moved because we've gotten through many a day on the backs and on the sermons and on the prophecies and the prayers of some of these very people. Foundation has been set and laid on the sweat and blood and tears and sacrifice of a lot of these people. And it's like, it's almost one of those, not making light of it, but it's almost like, I can't remember who said it in the movie Color Purple. What us gonna do now, Harpo? It's like, what we gonna do? It's like, what are we gonna do? And so where are those iconic people, and what's going to happen? Because in this, what's happening in this day and age, we got some foolishness out there. But that older group of people, that age group, the ones they were serious, serious about ministry, serious about spreading the gospel. So yeah, that our hearts are saddened for that. So we just want to keep the family and the church members and everyone who's connected, everyone who's affected, lifted up in prayer. You want to have a comment on that?
Yeah, she came along when women was not popular
at all,
and being a bishop, that's a whole other area. Mm-hmm. And so she left her. I mean, she's a trailblazer, and a lot of us are able to do what we do because of women like her and men and women that's gone on. So it's a loss, but it's a gain for heaven.
A gain for heaven. Yep. All right, so we got your fellas. They're gonna bring on the next topic for you, Annette. They're gonna bring it for you. Y'all bring on Annette. These are Annette's men. Call them Annette's moving men.
I know. I gotta name them jokers. You gotta
name your men. All right, fellas.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Sorry. Yeah, that's my man. Man, a man was injured after he put his arm in a tiger's cage. The tiger was shot and killed. This is a tiger. They didn't put a picture of the man. I don't guess that mattered. I don't know. A cleaning worker was seriously injured by the tiger at Naples Zoo in Florida on last Wednesday, after the man apparently put his arm in the animal's enclosure. Authorities say, well, what made him do that? Echo, an 8-year-old Malayan tiger, was shot by chef deputies and died, the zoo said. Deputies were called to the zoo, which was closed at the time around 6:30 p.m. and found the animal with the worker's arm in its mouth. Wow. Oh, man. The Collier County Sheriff Office said the first deputy on the scene kicked in closer to try to get the tiger to release the man's arm from his mouth, but the deputy was forced to shoot the animal because he didn't want to let it go. The sheriff office said in a statement, the worker, a man in his 20s, was seriously injured and taken to a hospital, the sheriff office said. And after being shot, the tiger retreated into his enclosure and was sedated by a vet, and so it could be safely examined. A zoo representative later said the animal died. The sheriff office initially said the tiger was 4 years old. I don't know how the tiger was, but the man worked for a third-party cleaning service hired to clean restrooms and the gift shop and was not supposed to be in that area. So,
well, what you doing in the area?
And what you doing with your arm in there?
now the tiger done been killed. He minding his own business, doing what tigers do.
And it's in his own habitat. But I heard that they're gonna eventually say they were talking about charging that guy.
He should be.
Because but Mike, I'm sorry. This is what threw me off when I read it. When they said they called the chef or whatever, and he had his arm was still in the tiger's mouth. So it depends on how long it took the chef to get there. The arm had been in the tiger's mouth for a little long. Because I was saying, because he was he would let go, so that meant he had it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I said, my heart go out to the man, because I'm sure he's seriously hurt. But again, this is time we make those decisions that that causes us consequences. And who's to say he may have nerves and everything, all type of damage in his arm. So yeah.
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, listen. I love animals. I do, but I'm not one who love animals over people. I'm not one of those people. Except my dog. Keep your lips to yourself. But at the end of the day, when you are you're encountering this animal first of all, it's not even his natural habitat.
No,
it's where we have placed him in captivity, which is a whole nother story, for people to be entertained. So he's been placed in a place that is called his own. Why are you there? All the people gone. He ain't got to, be on display for nobody. So he's chilling, and you come sticking your limb in his room.
Well, to keep your lips to yourself.
I feel so sorry for the cat. But you know what? Speaking of cats, this is a quick side note. We have this cat that's in our neighborhood. They call him the neighborhood cat, right? I didn't know this. Carrie came in the house this morning running. She was acting, looking. She's like, "Oh my God, I went to check the mailbox. There's some kind of animal out there. I don't know what it is." And she took me outside to see it. And she's standing all across the street looking like this. She said, "It's huge." She said, "But it looked like a cat, but it looked like it might be like a little mountain lion or something." Like, we don't have any mountains. So she said baby panther or something. And she says, right over there in those people's yard. It was the neighborhood cat. His name is Fred. They have given the cat a name. The cat is huge. Huge cat. But I watched the lady feed him, and she said, "Oh, this is Fred. It's on our Facebook page." I was like, Fred? Okay. Carrie's about, well, Fred won't get no food over here. But when I saw the picture of this lion today, when I was putting it in, it made me think about Fred. And I'm like, the poor lion, he was minding his own business. Yeah. And he could have very well been playing because, animals, even dogs, they all play like that. They pull on stuff. He could have, but you don't know. We have no idea what this wild animal was thinking. All we do know is that you had no business sticking your arm in his cage. Wow. That's the truth. Man, so let me tell you, we sad for the cat and we sad for your arm.
Yeah, we sad.
But most of all, your foolishness for sticking your arm in that cage gets you a womp womp.
I know he could lose
that whole thing is
up his arm and everything.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He should be charged. First of all, the tiger did not invite him to come in. Exactly. That if you know what, Francesca, you get a bell. That tiger did not say, "Welcome, come in, have a seat." That tiger did not say you could come in his house. He did not invite you over. That's for sure right there. All right, fellas, take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
I know that's right, Francesca. That cat did not say you could come over his house, not one time. All right, this is our next one. We have truck drivers 110-year sentence reduced after outcry. His sentence over a deadly crash sparked outrage and had his jail time reduced to 10 years on Thursday. More than 4.5 million people, including reality TV star Kim Kardashian, called for a reduction in Rangel Aguirre Madero's punishments. With the judge handing it down noted was a result of mandatory sentencing rules in the U.S. state of Colorado. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Madero's, a Cuban immigrant, was transporting timber in April 2019 when his brakes failed on a downhill stretch, and he did not use an emergency exit ramp. His out of control truck plowed into traffic, killing 4 people and injuring several others. Medeiros was found guilty by a jury on 27 counts, including multiple vehicular homicides, and a judge handed down a 110-year sentence, which he said was the mandatory minimum or under Colorado law. Colorado Governor Jared Polis on Thursday acted to cut what he said was an arbitrary and unjust outcome. The length of your 110-year sentence is simply not uh, um, commensurate of your actions, nor with penalties handed down to others for similar crimes, he wrote in a letter to Medeiros. This is an urgency to remedy this unjust sentence and restore confidence in the uniformity and fairness of our criminal system. And consequently, I have chosen to commute your sentence now. He will be eligible to apply for parole in 5 years. I mean, the thing is, yes, he was guilty. Yes, he didn't follow all of those guidelines as a truck driver that he should have. No, all of those things are true, but the brakes did fail. He didn't set out to kill those people. And I get it that, it was all of those multiple vehicular homicides, but I blame that judge. Something's wrong with you. If you thought that was going to fly, there's no way. So I would think that the judge's reputation is now kind of muddy. Wouldn't you think so, Annette?
Yeah, I think so. I just, but the thing is, I'm glad he got his sentence, Lord. But there's a whole lot of other injustice that still they know it's wrong.
Exactly.
They don't get the same outcry. But I mean, things are changing. So I won't
listen. Things are certainly changing because y'all ain't getting off a whole lot no more. That junk ain't happening no more. It's been enough outcry. We're not taking it anymore. But yeah, so the sentence was way too harsh. And I'm happy that he was able to get that reduced because that was way too harsh. And even though my heart goes out to the families, and though granted he should go to prison, even though the brakes did fail, but he did not follow the guidelines, and that was the issue. And before you take a job like that, you need to know what you are doing, so that because other lives are at stake. Because I wouldn't have wanted to be one of the family members, whose loved one was killed in that, because it wasn't their fault. It was the person who was running that truck. And a lot of times they are going too fast. They're not paying attention. And, and that's what can happen. Other lives suffer because of your negligence. So he should go to prison, but 110 years was ridiculous. You should give 110 years, you don't. So that's what I got to say about that. But yeah, we're happy for you. We give you a little bell. We happy for you that, because that little sad picture, I mean, he's looking like on that. I mean, his head all cocked to the side. Poor little fella. I felt sorry for him. All right, fellas, let's go on to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Do I have the wrong one?
Yeah, should be Governor Whitmer.
Who do I have?
It should be those guys.
That is the
guy. Not the guys. That one dude about the college.
I'm sorry. No, it's the governor. It's the House Bill 558, Michigan's first.
Yeah, that's the one next.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I didn't pull the picture in. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a very good story, y'all. Governor Gretchen Whitmer announced the signing of House Bill 5447 and 5448 to reopen Michigan's first and only HBCU. Dwayne Edwards set out to make higher education history, reopening Detroit closed Lewis College of Business, the country's first design-focused historically black college or university. All right. Well, it said this week, but yeah, it was actually last week. Last week, these efforts were rewarded as Pinto Lewis College of Business and Design, PLC, was named Michigan's first and only HBCU. The Pinto Lewis College of Business and Design, PLC, previously known as the Lewis College of Business, and I can never say this word, help me, Nita, COLA.
Collaboration or conglomerate?
That's that word.
I don't see the word because I don't even have
I know, because that word, it don't matter. You just said it. With the College for Creative Studies, CCS, a private art and design school in Detroit, and partner in Venture, the institute will educate aspiring Black designers, engineers, and business leaders. And I'm proud to play a part in helping reopen the Pensole Lewis College of Business and Design in Detroit, Governor Whitmer said. I'm committed to expanding educational opportunities for Michigan. Oh, that's what they call them, Michiganders across our state to put Michigan first. So they only have one, I didn't realize, one HBCU in Michigan.
Really?
Collaboration.
Never really knew that.
Collaboration.
I
Yeah.
got his picture finally. Here it is.
Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah, they had actually closed the college down, and I don't know why they did, but because he was the one that the CEO, the president, and they petitioned the governor, and they came up with those two bills, 54 whatever they were, 5447, 5448 to reopen.
Mm-hmm.
So that meant they got funding. So that was a blessing
Mm-hmm.
that happened. It's interesting because they only have that one HBCU. We have, but several in Florida.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? He's the guy that did the shoes, right? We covered him before.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
The guy
that.
that made the shoes that had the colleges on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
All righty then. All right. I love it when we get stories like that.
Yeah.
I love it when we get stories like that. We definitely applaud that. You see Woo Woo's comment. Come on, fellas, because I had to put up a picture. They coming back, Woo Woo. Here they come.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Because I had put the picture up, it was the wrong one, and Woo Woo had left a comment. Oh man. Okay, yes, Woo Woo. And then the other guy was a handsome man. I just didn't have his picture up in time before we actually did the story. Howard University alum Aaron Michael Coad and Terrence Lowe founded Michael Lavelle, a luxury private wine label, on Juneteenth of 2020 after recognizing a void in culturally relevant wine craftsmanship offered to millennials and minority audiences. Aiming to change the way people of color experience wine, the founders partnered with sommelier Devin. I used to want to be a sommelier. Sommelier Devin Kennedy and Brandon Crump, a client service and operations specialist. Now the four friends are working to disrupt the predominantly white-owned industry that, according to Bloomberg, had less than 1% of Black ownership out of 8,000 winemakers, negotiants, and brand owners. Wow. In the U.S. in 2020. Out of passionate curiosity, we started to dive into wine and its rich history, and noticed that our peer group's appreciation for wine was growing. But there was also a lack of education around its offerings, as Lowe, who serves as the head of house, and Michael Lavelle Wines. In comparison to other spirits like tequila or vodka, there wasn't really understanding of what premium wine actually is, he told Black Enterprise. Out of passionate curiosity, we started to dive into wine, and here we are. Here we are today. Here we are today. We have these are the brothers, y'all, that own this wine company, and it's exciting to see. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Boy, that's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm like, I don't really care for that. I don't know if they have. I'm a Cabernet Sauvignon girl myself, however, but that's really nice to see. Yes, yeah. Did you see some of these comments?
Yes, I see you.
Gorgeous looking chocolate. Let me go back to see the chocolate. Yes. Yes, Francesca. Yes, Woo. We gonna get. Listen, we're teams upping all day long. All day long. Yes. Gorgeous chocolate. Aha! I even got the vroom coming in on y'all. All right. So that's a good story. I like that story. You like the story of that?
Yes, I did actually. I hadn't even looked at them being chocolate and good. I'm looking at the wine, but now that they pointed it out,
yeah. I'm grateful to see that. That is an industry that
young Black men. Yes,
see us in. Kings, all right. I hear you, Portia. Yes. Okay, dokie. Come on, fellas, take us on to the next one. We're almost done, y'all. We're almost done.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All righty. Amanda Gorman we know who she was. 2021 poem in an interview with Gorman, she explained that she wanted to write a piece that embodied those complicated feelings of 2021, but ultimately emphasized hope and healing. This is such a unique New Year's Day because even as we toast our glasses to the future, we still have our heads bowed for what has been lost. Man, that is man, that was fine. That was really good. And she said, I think one of the most important things the new year remind us is the old adage, this too shall pass. You can't relive the same day twice. The poem's social media release was a collaboration between Gorman and Instagram. And it's a very long poem. And she went on to say that she's going to be pledging $50,000. She has a part of a fundraiser. Let me read that again. The poem's social media release was a collaboration between Gorman and Instagram. In a follow-up post, Gorman accounts the poet explained that debut was a part of a fundraising campaign for the International Rescue Committee, an international humanitarian nonprofit. Meta Instagram parent company has already pledged $50,000. I'm just going to read just a little bit of the poem because it's very lengthy. You can go online and find it. It's called A New Day's Lyric. This may be the day we come together, morning, we come to men, withered, I'm sorry, we come to weather. Torn, we come to tend. Battered, we come to better. Tethered by this year of yearning, we are learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. We steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pave a way forward. And I just read the first part, but it go on. It's very good. It's very lengthy, but it's very good. And I want to go to the end. Come on, it said, come over, join this day just begun. For whatever we come together, we will forever overcome. It's a whole lot of more in between, but for time's sake, I didn't want to read it. But It was very touching. And she is a good poet. She really is. And she talked, what her feeling was about 2021. I totally agree with her. And she was able to pin some of the frustration and aggravation and some of the highs and lows because every day was not bad. There was some good times. So she was able to pin that. And that was very good.
Awesome. She's such a beautiful girl.
She really is.
Such a great poet. And it's good to see, that type of passion and compassion in some of our young people because we're going to have to depend on them in that to carry this world. I mean, that's the generation. They're going to be carrying things, and so we have to keep them lifted and keep them, in prayer. That's the truth. So we definitely applaud her. She is a black girls rock. She's a black girl rocking and making history. Applause. We love it. We love it. We love to celebrate that. All right, fellas, take us to our next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
I had her on our thing last week and I didn't get a chance to put it on. I said, we'll cover it next week. And this is our final Golden Girl. And I was going to talk about her upcoming 100th birthday and she didn't make it. The final Golden Girl has died. Her death comes only weeks before her milestone 100th birthday. Sources that the star passed away of natural causes at her home on New Year's Eve. Her agent, Jeff Wood, just said she passed peacefully. Even though Betty was about to be 100, I thought she would live forever. A lot of people did. I don't think Betty ever feared passing because she always wanted to be with her most beloved husband, Alan Ludden. She believed that she would be with him again. Born in Oak Park, Illinois on January 17, 1922. My God. Wow. White's career started as a radio personality in the 1930s. Her career skyrocketed with her role as Rose Nyland in the 80s sitcom Golden Girls. Just days before her death, White gushed over celebrating her 100th birthday in a post. My 100th birthday, I cannot believe it's coming up, she wrote. She will truly be missed by others, although she will be best remembered for playing the naive Rose Nyland in the hit comedy Golden Girls. Betty White had 7 decades, one of the best loved performers on U.S. television, a consummate professional who won 8 Emmy Awards, the first and last separated by more than 60 years. She was also a pioneer in the 1950s, one of the first women producing television, and 30 years later, the first female game show host dubbed a FEMC. That is amazing. I'm telling
Man.
you, this lady had a career upon careers, and it's like every time I talk about, I'm like, gosh, that lady just seems like she is never going to die, but she left peacefully. She died of natural causes, and listen, you can't say anything negative about it. That lady worked up to the last day. You hear me?
She surely did.
To the last day, man. You want to say anything about Betty?
Yeah, I will say something quick. When I was studying her, she had a program back in the 50s, and she had a black entertainer on there, and they told her she couldn't have him, and she was like, "No, we are going to do it." And he did go on, and they ended up canceling her show.
Wow.
But they were saying how she stood up for what she believed.
That's what she did.
And that speaks volumes, and we can learn a lot from that.
It does. We could learn a lot from her. Hey, we applaud her wholeheartedly. Applause. And she will be missed. She will be missed because nobody played those parts like she did. So, all right, fellas.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Oops, we had the commercial trying to peek up in there. All right, so we're going on to the next one. Yes, she was a beautiful lady.
She was beautiful. She was a pretty lady, even in her, her older age. All right, so we're going to the next one. NFL star player quits in the middle of the game. Coach responds, he's no longer a Buck. After throwing a tablet to the ground in his anger tantrum a few weeks ago, we thought Tom Brady breakdown was awful, but Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I didn't know that happened with Tom Brady. I don't follow that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Antonio Brown recently had a meltdown for the ages on the field. Now I'm reading what somebody said. That's their opinion, but I have my own opinion about it. We'll talk about it. While the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were playing the New York Jets in the third quarter of the game, Brown pulled off his jersey and ran topless across the field and into the locker room, presumably removing himself from the game. And they said they're going to say it's unclear what triggered Brown's outburst, but teammate Mike Evans looked to be trying to calm this divisive wide receiver down before the wide receiver started tripping. Evans' attempt to immediate a peaceful resolution was futile as Brown started tossing some of his gear into the stands and waving into the audience as he made his way to the locker room, despite the fact that it was just Brown's second game after returning from a more than 2-month hiatus. He was already on thin ice with the Buccaneers going into the Sunday afternoon game. This season, the wide receiver was dealing with ankle issues, but he also earned a 3-week ban from NFL for misrepresenting his immunization status in a preseason interview. Wow. During a training camp, Brown is alleged to have used a forged vaccination card. Oh, did he, huh? Following his return to the club last week, Brown launched a tirade against the media, accusing the journalists of attempting to stir up controversy around him. Against the Jets on Sunday afternoon, though Brown supplied the media with everything they needed when the wide receiver made his own drama by pulling his jersey off and seemingly to abandon his team. Well, he did abandon his team. Now, the issue I have with this, and I do have an issue, it's mighty funny that the first thing, depending on who it is, they would say, oh, maybe he's having a mental break. Oh, maybe he need to get help. Let's not talk bad about somebody when you don't know what's going on. But immediately, they trying to make him look like crap. Well, the man, obviously something's going on. Who does that?
Obviously going on with him.
Something going on. And so I don't like the way this, you can tell this was written based on their personal assumption, and which is my personal assumption. But you got to know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that a football player, man, making millions of dollars just going to take the shirt off in the middle of the game, throw it. Something's wrong. Maybe instead of, I just wanted to, when I read this, I want to read it all the way through to see if I saw anybody say anything about maybe got some mental illness. And I see it a lot of time with the Karens. Oh, well, maybe they're just having a mental break. Oh, so this young man, obviously, Mr. Brown's, he was having some type of episode, and And that bothered me. Now he probably could have handled it better, but we don't know what led to it and what caused that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. But anyway, that was my take on it when I read it, and I read it again just to make sure. They already didn't put him, make him look like he just lower than dirt. No. Obviously he was a good football player. He wouldn't have been on the team. There's something else happened.
I was looking through as I was trying to find a photo that I wanted to use of him. And I ran across a photo, and I didn't pull it. I don't even remember where I saw it, where you could clearly see in his eyes. I'm like, he is so detached. There was clearly something wrong. I'm like, my God. And immediately, and I wasn't even thinking along the lines of you, Annette, where, like where people would, even think for a minute or try to consider that there's something wrong with him, as opposed to just, like going after him. Because of course, I think it's just ridiculous that, that he did what he did. But yes, truly, there has to be something wrong. And if there isn't necessarily a mental illness type of situation, then it is somebody who is clearly misguided and just disrespectful and needs help.
That's right.
Needs help figuring out how to display his anger. So I don't know which one it is. Although, of course, when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, why did he do that? Of course, it's embarrassing and it's sad, and it was disrespectful to the team. But we don't know what's going on in his head. But I did, when I was running across those pictures, I did see something that made me think, like, wow, something is wrong with him.
Because think about it,
I see it in his eyes.
Think about it, Anita. If this same young man would have went out and killed somebody, the first thing they would have said, why didn't anybody get him some help? You saw something was wrong. Well, right. I'm not saying, and maybe they have, I'm not saying maybe they have tried to help him, but I just know that's just not normal. If you're going to quit the team, then quit.
But they have tried several times.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not his first situation. I'll put it that way. He has had several. And I think it's just his last.
Oh yeah, he's not coming back.
Done. He's
but
done.
I'm saying the way they wrote,
anybody wants him.
Yeah, the way they wrote this though, they started talking about Tom Brady's breakdown. Well, I don't care nothing about Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They started this, after throwing tap to the ground in his anger.
Yeah.
Tom Brady breakdown was awful, but yeah, well, it was. I don't disagree. I'm just saying I just didn't like the fact. I don't care nothing about Tom Brady. We was talking about. Tom Brady got mad. That's a natural thing that people do. I want to talk about Antonio Brown, But anyway, so either way, Anita, he gone. So I hope he got his affairs in line, because they ain't gonna let him go. I don't see him coming back.
Hey, I hope he saved some money, and I hope he invested or did something. I hope he living over those means.
Me too, because
baby, that's how it happens.
I know. I hope he ain't got no life insurance.
You be up one day and down tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And it is a sad situation. Yes, he does need help. That's the truth. And yes, he is somebody's child. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. He's somebody's child. He belonged to somebody. All right, come on, fellas, take us to the next one. We go on to the next one. I don't even know. I don't even have a sound for that one. So we're just gonna go to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Okay.
All righty. Look at this. Look at this. They're so cute. Cute little baby set of California twins just celebrated their births on different days and months and years, thanks to a rare occurrence. On Friday evening, parents Fatima Madrigal and Robert Trujillo of Greenfield welcomed a son named Alfredo into the world on New Year's Eve at 11:45 p.m. local time. Just 15 minutes later, right when the clock struck midnight, the couple welcomed Alfredo's twin sister named Aylin on New Year's Day. Aylin is welcomed into the world at 5 pounds, 14 ounces, while big brother Alfredo weighs 6 pounds, 1 ounce. In a press release from Natividad Medical Center obtained by People, Madrigal explained her feelings behind her newborn kids' unique birthdays. It's crazy to me that they are twins and have different birthdays, she said. I was surprised and happy that she arrived at midnight. Dr. Anna Abril Aris, a family doctor at the Neverjack Medical Group, added, This was definitely one of the most memorable deliveries of my career. I can just about imagine to have. It's like that one is born on the last day of one year, and one is born the first day of the next year. It's like literally they have two different birthdays. That will be interesting all throughout their
and
lives.
2 different years.
Yes, 2 different years. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I was born in whatever in 2021, and I was born in 2022. Can you imagine going to school with kids the same age, one born in 21 and one born in 22? That is too funny. That is a very cute story. Yeah, she's talking about what's his name, saying he's very troubled. Yes, he is. All right, that's a cute story. So we are happy for those parents and we applaud them. They definitely have a conversation piece for the rest of those kids' lives. That's for sure. That's going to be an ever-loving conversation piece. All right, fellas, bring us to our last one for the evening.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All right. I'm going to do this one, and Anita going to do B and C because yes, because okay. This is what I call a little known Black history. No more whitewashing. I just do that now. This entrepreneur that you're looking at borrowed $25 and became the richest Black man in America in the 1950s. In 1929, Samuel B. Fuller borrowed $25 and used this cash as a collaboration to buy soap products that he began selling from door to door in Chicago, and later formed the Fuller Product Company. I've heard of that. I heard of that. Wow. By 1939, his business was so successful that he opened his own factory and began to manufacture his own soap products and 30 other commodities. By the 1950s, he had generated 18 million in annual sales and had a sales force of 5,000. He was the wealthiest African American of his era.
Isn't that something?
So this was Mr. Fuller. And when I read it, that he had 30 other commodities. So these are little known facts. So, when you try to make people look a certain way, no, we're all people, so we all do great things. It's just that we just highlighting some of them. So Anita's going to do the next two, right, Anita?
Yep. Here's one that is going to blow you away because a lot of people didn't know that I knew it. Beethoven, the most famous classical musician of all time, was a Black man. I used to play a lot of his pieces.
Did you know that? You knew?
Yes, I did. I learned this from my piano teacher.
Wow.
And from a couple of my music teachers. As a matter of fact, Miss Van Meter Knighton actually told me that. Just like Beethoven was a Black man. And she was constantly let us know Ludwig van Beethoven is arguably the most famous, well-known classical musician and composer of all history. But his true identity and ethnicity has been a falsehood. There were pictures that were circulating that we saw down through history of a white man saying that was Beethoven, and this wasn't. It was always falsified, his identity and the obscurity for many years. Society has depicted him as a white male with either blonde or brunette colored hair being shown in drawings, paintings, and illustrations all over the world. But in reality, Beethoven was labeled by many as mulatto or Black Spaniard. But why? Well, according to Gabriel Scott, historian and author, The Chosen Ones, perception of Malcolm and Martin, his father was a white German and his mother was a Moor. At the time, the term Moors was used to refer to a group of Muslim Northern Africans, or generally speaking, people who were of African descent or even Negroes. In society, with the Black gene being the most dominant, he was referred to as a Black man, often by his friends and people he associated with. In fact, several people are documented as saying that he had brown skin, black frizzy woolly hair, and thick wide nose and a short neck. He was a Black man, period. Come on. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it was.
Yes,
and we were told in history and shown in history something completely different. So yes, that is a historical fact that I did know, and we do applaud that. Yes. So when you hear ba 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 when you hear all that stuff, then you hear Beethoven, then you know that was a Black man. And let me tell you, some of the most profound music in history that we are still listening to today, we're still hearing it on the elevators and everywhere else. Yes, for sure, he was a Black man. Yes, yes, yes. All right, come on for the last one. We got this last one, and we're gonna be done for tonight. This is another little on Black history. First African American to receive a PhD from Harvard University in 1895. History was made when a man named William Edward Burghardt Du Bois became the first African-American man to receive a PhD from Harvard. This amazing accomplishment went on to open the door for hundreds of future Black American students and even led to a series of lectures aptly named the W.E.B. Du Bois Lectures. Yes, yes, William Edward Burghardt Du Bois. You know, you never knew what that W.E.B. stood for. William Edward Burghardt Du Bois.
Wow.
W.E.B. Du Bois Lectures. Yes, yes, yes. So we do applaud all of this. Ain't no whitewashing on Can We Talk, because we bring it all out, all out. Yes, we do. And we do applaud our Black history. Applaud, applaud, applaud to W.E.B. Du Bois. Yes, yes. You paved the way. You were a trailblazer. You made it happen for a lot of people. Yeah. All right, y'all. So we have come to the end of our tea time topics. They were great tonight. Thank you so much for that. And they'll be finding these stuff. She'll be finding this stuff, y'all. Please keep my son in your prayers. He overdosed. Oh my God. God brought him back. Oh, did you know that, Annette?
No.
He overdosed on drugs New Year's Day. God brought him back. Let me look at God. Yeah, it has a pattern. I guess. Yeah. I guess I shouldn't say his name. But yes, Barbara, we'll definitely keep you.
Yes.
I guess we'll be calling you because, darling, that's our first time hearing that. My goodness. All right, good people. So we're gonna go ahead and end this this conversation on tonight. Please, let's keep the son of Barbara Clark Williams in prayer. As most of you have seen that, and those of you who have seen it on the broadcast, please, please, please keep her son in prayer. And we will be closing our thank you so much, Portia. This is an amazing show. I'm here for it. Yes, 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 yes. We are here every Wednesday. So listen. Before we leave, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. You're watching from somewhere. You're watching from Facebook. You're watching from YouTube. Wherever you're watching from, please, ma'am, please, sir, hit that like button, hit the share button, share it with somebody, and hit the subscribe button. Please, 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 please subscribe, like, and share. The other thing that we want you to do is to make sure that you are able to, if you're able to sow a seed. And we're asking for a seed because we do need the seeds. We're in 2022. We have been at this for quite a few years without even asking for anything. Yeah. We just started taking donations this year, and we are asking, and we are doing an appeal to ask you to sow a seed into good soil. You can sow a seed via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide. That's $Movement Worldwide, or you can come into covenant partnership with us. You can become a patron. Our patrons are the ones who sign up for a monthly seed that we ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. But you can set your own amount, and the way you become a patron is you can go to our website, movementworldwide.org, click the red button that says become a patron. It'll take you to patreon.com, and you can set up your account and set your amount. And you can set up for more if that's what you choose to do for the month, as a lot of our patrons have done. But we're grateful for whatever seed you are able to sow, even if it's $5, for $10, $20, $100 on Cash App. Look, let me tell you something. The seeds go a long way. It's good to seed into good soil. The other thing is that you can follow us on all social media platforms at Movement Worldwide, and you can also email us at info@movementworldwide.org. Now, I'm going to give the rundown of what we do all week long. We have a lot going on. We start out on Tuesday nights with Annette L with TNT. That's Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and soar. That's speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. Speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. And that's Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. live right here on this platform on Facebook and YouTube. And then we're right back here on Wednesday nights with Can We Talk, where we have our transformational topic, the idioms and phrases, with practical information and scripture that we give you from a practical place to make you go, the things that make you think and that can transform your life. Listen, we start off with that conversation, and then we go to our power tool, the hard to have conversation, the one that everybody just wants to sweep under the rug. And then we go from there to our tea time topics, where we deal with the news and information that you will never hear anywhere else, like that Beethoven was a black man. You heard it right here on Can We Talk? So listen, you can come for our transformational topic, power tool, and tea time topics every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. And then on Friday nights, somebody say Friday
Friday night.
Friday night. We are right here on I'm sorry, we're on Clubhouse. Sorry, I wasn't saying right here on Facebook. We're not. We're on Clubhouse each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. If you are not on Clubhouse, you are missing it. We are on Clubhouse each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. in the Movers and Shakers room, and we're having a great conversation. And it changes this year, y'all. We changed the overall theme this year. So I'll be revealing that soon. We'll be sending out some text messages and emails and some good things that we're going to be doing this year. But listen, if you don't get on, all you have to do is go on your phone, go to your app store, look for Clubhouse, download it, and just join. It doesn't cost you anything but time. Go ahead and sign up. But if you don't feel like doing that, text the word movers to 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. I see you right there. I see you. So you can text the word movers to us and you'll get the link that brings you straight into the room. And so you won't miss anything. And then on first and third Saturdays, we have joined forces with the collaboration with Elder Moselle Mason, where we're praying through the pandemic. And we're live on first and third Saturdays at 10 a.m. And again, you can text the word movers to 954-820-5050 and you'll get a link to that too. That's on Clubhouse as well. And then on Sunday mornings, we are again live on this platform, YouTube and Facebook, with Power Walk Sunday, where we inspire and motivate you to walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction, where there is always, somebody say always, there's always a word for you. All right, Annette, you have a comment before we go?
Yeah, we want to thank everybody. We cannot do this without you. Thank you so much. We get excited. I know sometimes y'all always excited because we really always excited because we come to love what we do, and we're walking into our God-given destiny. And our prayer is that we'll do something to encourage you to begin to take that walk with us and come sit at the table. So thank you so much.
Where the table is spread and the feast of the Lord is going on. Everybody say, all right. Okay, good people. I'm so glad we had this time together, but we got to go. Love y'all so much.
We gotta go. We love you, but we gotta go, y'all.
We have fun. So we're heading on out, y'all. Love y'all, but we got to go. Annette been holding up her heart. She has.
I gotta put it on. Look, y'all.
She has perfected her heart.
Oh yes.
All right, y'all. Same time, same place. Love y'all. Have a good night. Be safe. Be blessed. Enjoy your week. We love y'all. Bye.
Love y'all. Thanks so much.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday, starting March 7th, each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's speak it, orate it, articulate it, and reverberate it. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbwell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patreon button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, It's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share.